chickadees, welcome back to my channel. Today, you and I are going to be doing some self-care. I am struggling. This new medication that I'm on, Zoloft, if you watched my last vlog, then you know that I've been in a rough spot in my life, and I've recently started Zoloft and other anti-anxiety medications, and I am in the thick of the worst part of the symptoms, or side effects rather. And I've kind of just been rotting most of the time, sucked into video game hyperfixation to distract myself, but I've been riddled with anxiety, and now I'm starting to feel a little bit less anxious, but very exhausted and burnt out from being so activated for a week and a half straight. So today I'm just gonna take you with me as I clean up and maybe just wash my bedding, get ready for the spring equinox. It's gonna be happening, I think it's actually happening when this vlog is released. I could be wrong on that. Anyways, it's a good time for me to create a fresh start for myself and just kind of take care of my space. I haven't been able to, so now is the time, and you get to come with me. So if you need some motivation to clean up your own space, or just want to hang out while I do responsible stuff, then you're welcome to join me. First things first, I think I need to strip my bed and wash my bedding. It's time to get up, Mr. Lau. My cats have been loving that I haven't been making my bed. They really like to sleep in the blanket while it's all in disarray. I know. I'm sorry. I think I'm just going to change my sheet entirely. Lubert, let go. You gotta let go, buddy. My God. Let's get all of this in the washer. There's currently somebody smoking right outside of my window, so once they're done, I'm gonna open my window to get some fresh air in. What else? I should probably vacuum. Nice. It's a pretty gloomy day, but it feels nice outside, so yay. Okay, now let's address the kitchen. The mug addiction is real, guys. I'm just kidding. This is like all of my mugs. I just haven't washed them. Well, they're clean now. You know what I mean. Yay! The amount of blankets that we have is actually sickening. Look at this. This whole thing is full of blankets. But I can never get enough. My trash bags have been ripping lately, and they've never done that before. I've been buying the same fucking brand for like 4 years. And within the past week, I've had like 7 trash bags fucking rip on me. And it wouldn't matter, well, it would, but it wouldn't matter as much if I didn't have valet waste. It's a service where they come pick up the trash, but they won't pick up the bag that's ripped open like this. Let's go switch the laundry. Look at the baby fucking hate sweeping. It always makes my back seize up. But alas, I hate crumbs on my feet more. My space feels a lot better. Now, I am going to take a shower because I haven't showered in 2 days, so I am extremely greasy. So, BRB, and then we'll hang out. All right, all done with the shower. I did dye my hair again because it was getting really faded and it's still a little bit patchy. I'm hoping that this coat is going to be the one where it all fades in an even pink. We'll see. Maybe that's high hopes. Anyways, I forgot to do my eyebrows though, so just ignore the caterpillars. We'll just let them exist. All right, feeling a little bit better, feeling a little bit refreshed. I'm gonna put my bed together, though Nala is very unhappy about it. She just wants to loaf around. Okay, I'm sorry, Nala. Nala, you don't want to be there right now. Goodness gracious. So my space feels better. I feel a little bit better. Oh, I didn't put lotion on. The negative side effects of Zoloft, I think, it could have been worse, but I experienced so much, like, riddled, absolutely filled with anxiety. It's almost like I would describe it like this feeling of restless leg syndrome in your stomach and then spreading throughout your whole body. I feel like it was constant for days, constant, like, having to take deep breaths and, like, get out of here. Remind myself that I'm okay, that I'm grounded, or that I can get grounded. Okay. It's really pissing me off. That all is going to be okay, that it's going to pass. That was a disgusting sound. This lotion is almost out. And just, like, constantly reminding myself that I'm going to be okay, that it'll be worth it in the long run. And thank God, it has started to feel better. Today and yesterday, I think my anxiety has been much less, which is really relieving. But again, it just feels like I've been on this really high peak of the worst symptoms you could get. Well, not the worst, but high intensity anxiety. And now I'm just like fucking exhausted. So it's taken a lot out of me. I ended up taking the whole week off of work because there's no way that I could read tarot for people while I'm feeling like that. And I don't want to stream while I'm having like intense anxiety attacks. Also, like, it really exacerbated, is that the word? Exacerbated? Why do I feel like that's wrong? Am I saying something weird? It's on the verge of masturbating. Anyways, it really amplified my OCD, my somatic OCD. During like somatic OCD latches, or flare-ups, I tend to focus a lot on my mouth area, or just my head. I get really fixated on placing my jaw in the right way because I have a very uneven jaw, and like when I close my mouth, I'm very aware of where my teeth like touch each other, and I keep having to like adjust, and like keep like fixing it. Fixing it to what? I don't know. And then the other one is like swallowing. I'm like swallowing and making sure that I'm like swallowing the right way. And then it gets to the point where like I can feel my throat touching itself while I'm swallowing. And it's like a whole thing. And then the other one is the placement of my tongue on the roof of my mouth and like adjusting it over and over and over again. And during one of my anxiety attacks, I became very aware of the fact that I have a tongue. And this sounds so crazy, but if you know, you know. And again, I've said this before, if you know, you know, but if you don't, I'm glad that you don't. Anyways, I became very aware of the fact that I have a tongue, the feeling of a tongue in my mouth, and the way it feels going down into my throat. And it just, all of my attention was on my tongue, and like I felt like I was flexing it. I wasn't. I was just aware of like all of the muscles moving, because your tongue is constantly going. And I like almost cried. Like, and I Googled, and if you're concerned that a medication is going to make you swallow your tongue, that is a myth. You can't swallow your own tongue. I wasn't sure, so I Googled, which is a compulsion, but I was really scared and I was having a really hard time, and I was like, I can't fucking do anything. Like, I did stream that night though, and it kind of distracted me, but the only thing that like hit the reset button on that was going to bed. But thank God I didn't wake up with the same sensation. But so there have been a lot of things that have been difficult about doing this. But I'm also starting to notice some differences that are very positive. I feel like I'm very aware now of my obsessions, what the compulsions are that follow those obsessions, and when I'm doing them, like what triggers them. I think for a really long time, I've just been so caught up in it, it's become normal for me. And I didn't realize how much of my life I am living based off of a compulsion. And based off of like what I need to do to like neutralize the obsessive like uncertainty of something. So that's interesting to like realize and accept. I do kind of wonder like where all I would be, or like what would be different in my life had I discovered this sooner. But I believe to an extent that everything happens for a reason. So I'm not like, damn it, I wish I did this sooner. I just like, I do wonder like, how would my life be different if I knew about my OCD and was given proper treatment for it at an earlier age. The other good thing is that I am having less. So, okay, my body is more activated and I'm very like amplified and I feel anxious, but I'm having less anxiety, if that makes sense. Like, okay, when I stand up for myself or when I advocate for my needs and my comfort, I shaken like a leaf, literally shaken in my boots. And I have like a panic attack and it's horrible. I hate it. But there was this person smoking outside my window and I was like, I'm just going to call the apartment office because we're not allowed to smoke on our balconies. She was smoking on her balcony. Anyways, her balcony's right next to my window and it was drifting into my window and I wanted to have my window open because it's nice. So I was like, I'm just going to call the office and report them. And I was like, no, let me try to confront them. And so I went outside and I was like, hey, can you not smoke on your balcony? And they were like, yeah, sure. And I was like, thank you. And they haven't since then. But I came back inside and I was like waiting for my heart to start going. And I was like, oh, I'm fine. Like, that was one of the biggest differences that I've noticed, that I didn't have a panic attack for standing up for myself. So that's, if I don't receive anything else, I think that that's a huge improvement. I would like to see more improvements overall, but I do think that that's huge for me. So, but yeah, I think because I'm coming down from all of the anxiety and the heightened bodily experiences, I'm just really tired and almost like on the verge of a feeling of like depression, but not quite there. But yeah, I'm just kind of drifting in and out of the lull and then anxiety. So that's fun. But today, cleaning up, doing some self-care in the responsible sense has really helped. A few other like negative side effects I've noticed are that I'm like shaking or that I feel like internally like I'm vibrating. At night, I get the chills for some reason and I get sweaty palms. And I'm a little bit out of breath, but I don't know if that's because of the medication. Who knows? But I see my psychiatrist next week. So I will update you guys probably in another vlog about how things are going. But I think because I'm at 150 milligrams now, I think the goal is to get to 250. So we'll see. But I am going to make some dinner and probably just play some Minecraft and spend the rest of the night relaxing. And the rest of this weekend. I have a family event tomorrow. But other than that, just gonna chill. I love you. I'll see you guys at the next vlog. Bye.